on the sun.
It is just
You
just be
live on-
prepared to sweat. And my whole thing with it is, I just know there's no end in sight for like 5 months. Like,
But now that's how we are with the gray and cold and rain for 6-7 months.
That's true. That's true.
You got to
Okay.
realize, up until last week, it sucked monkey balls from like the middle of October until like 2 weeks ago.
That doesn't.
Now it's not usually that bad, but it was this year. So yeah, to get back to what Diz said, I was actually just thinking about how great it would, because apparently my wife was texting me. There's chaos going on in her school today. Teachers are getting let go. People who aren't tenured are getting let go because there's budget cuts, and teachers are getting transferred to different schools. People walking around crying. People walking around
It's
upset.
like radio. They're like taking a cue from radio, which is just.
Yeah, but they go through this almost every year. I'm telling you what, and I know you and I don't agree, and I'm not going into politics, but I wish Doge would go into these school districts, because the amount of money that gets absolutely wasted and pissed away, and then nobody gets held accountable for it. Like, you have superintendents, right? They're in charge for the school budgets. They're $11 million in the hole. You didn't wake up a week ago and realize you were $11 million in the hole. Like somebody needs to go in and just go over the books. And it's like so many districts. And they find out like they're overpaying for this. They're paying, say, $1.3 million to put in a turf field on a middle school. I got news for you. Middle schools don't need turf fields. Yeah. They don't. So you can right away cut back. But what happens is the administrators don't get canned. They go right to the teachers. They go right to the ones. And my wife, she said to me, she's got this guy, because she does special ed. So she does like collab stuff. So she's got a partner. She's got a work husband. And she said he's like a second-year teacher or a third-year teacher. He's not tenured yet. She goes, he's probably the single best teacher I've ever worked with, and he's first on the list to go in the special ed department. He'll be first on the list to go. And I'm like, the system is so busted.
Is it also akin to radio in that said teacher that is clearly talented and good, and will he be or she will be able to go to another state and have to just move, or like go to another school district, or are there jobs available?
There are always some jobs available, but there's like 180 applicants for every job that comes open, because.
Like radio.
Right. Especially because in New York, these kids go and they go away because they only want to work 9 months out of the year, 8 months out of the year with all the days off. That's what it comes out to, I think, 8 months. And they make, after X amount, after like 5 years, you're making, or less, you're making six figures, and you got a lot of time off. So a lot of kids, it's very enticing for people. And then what happens is they blow some people out, and then so you also can have a great teacher that just, got tired of doing it and retired. And now that person with all that experience is gone. And now you're paying a kid $35,000 a year who's never done it before. I mean, that's going to happen no matter what. People are going to retire, new kids are going to come in. That's anything. But so she's having a rough day.
Being cut as a teacher has to suck so much because they're so underpaid, so under-resourced. And
Not
it's probably
here.
In the majority of the states, and it's a 70-30 split in like good versus annoying bad kids. And then you deal with all that. They're like, get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah,
We're not
tell your
paying
story,
you.
walk and kick rocks.
Yeah.
And it happens this time of year every year. I mean, but 2 years ago, she got transferred.
I was going to say, how did she? I mean, I'm glad, but how does she? Is she scared? Because how does she hold on to a job if everybody else is getting let go? Like in my head, I'm like, okay, so it's my turn.
Because she's tenured. When you're tenured,
she's tenured.
You can pretty much punch a kid in the face,
no, I know.
and then piss on him while he's on the floor.
I didn't.
And they'd be like, oh, you know what? They can't fire you, but we'll put you in a rubber room. And a rubber room is where they send the teachers that they can't fire, and they just sit there and do nothing and continue to get paid.
Oh, that's awesome.
How long has she been tenured? When did she get
I had a
tenured?
friend of mine. Ready for this? But my wife's been teaching 20 plus years, so you get tenure, I think, after 5 years or 4 years.
Oh my God,
something like
that's it? I feel like that's a short time. People could stay at a job for 5 years, no problem.
Yeah, well, that's what you have, and you have to get there, and to get tenured, and you have to go through a whole process,
Sure.
tenure reviews and all that kind of stuff. So
but I mean,
she's long into it. But there were times where, years ago when we first had the kids, and she was on the chopping block. She could have been one that was going, even though she was tenured, she was at this stage that they can still do to you if it's for budget reasons, that kind of thing. Like this, it's always. I tell you what, the teachers union here. It's the biggest bunch of nonsense.
I don't know. You just said that they're not, like, because Gary said that, not paid well, and you're like, not here. So they must be doing something.
Well, the salaries have been negotiated for, God knows how many years. God knows how many years ago. But now, like, somebody will get let go, and they'll be like, listen, we're going to show support. And instead of, getting everybody together, say, hey, can we give up a little bit here so we can keep these teachers? That's never the case. Like, they never want to go that far to keep their people. They're going to say, we're going to show solidarity by wearing our teacher union T-shirt. And I'm like, do you think the person who just got told to kick rocks gives a rat's ass what T-shirt you're wearing when you go to work the next day? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dopey. It's dopey. Well. But that's what I was like while I was trying to relax in my tub. I was trying to talk a wife off the ledge. I said to her, I go, any chance of a buyout? Because that's a lot of times what they'll do too, is when you have teachers that are further along, they'll buy them out of their contract. This way they can save, $100,000 by bringing in a new yeah, exactly, by bringing in a new teacher for $35,000 or $40,000, whatever it is. They'll save $100,000. They do that a bunch of times, that's big savings. But they got to buy you out to do it. And she's just like, every year. I'm like, Nick, you're 6 years away. They're not buying you out yet. They'll usually do that when you're maybe 2-3 years away.
Would she take it?
In a heartbeat.
Well,
she's done.
Well,
she's done. She's done. She's just worn down by the whole thing. It's because it's not, I say I'm a little bit biased because I'm married to one, but teachers, I don't think get the credit that they deserve. I really don't, especially in Florida. The amount of money that those guys get paid down there is insane. It's almost like you don't even care about the future at all by trying to bring in the best and the brightest. Do you remember during COVID when they were looking for teachers, like, if you're related to somebody in the military, come on in. You can get a full-time teaching gig with benefits, the whole deal.
I would love to have a million thoughts and comments on this, but like you said originally, we're not getting political.
Right, but it's not just Florida. It's in like Dizzy said too before. It's in a whole lot of the country looks at education that way. Sad. It really is. It really is. And we wonder why, And then we have like the TikToks that are dumbing us down. But meanwhile, you're not getting this dumb TikTok stuff on. They're not doing food crazes and dance moves on TikTok China.
Yeah.
They're doing math equations.
Yeah.
And how to build a robot.
It's true.
Oh man, it's crazy.
But you want to have the Chinese government? That's the question.
What'd you say?
But do you want to have the Chinese government? You want to have
no.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know.
Of course not. Of course not. TikTok it is. Which, by the way, Monica, do you drink? You don't drink coffee, do you?
No, I do not like coffee.
Damn, because there's a gig I was reading about before that Starbucks is hiring.
I saw this traveling and stuff. Yeah.
I threw this right to Brett. Not that I would want to lose him on the other show, but I'm like, I know you could use a break from your wife and kid.
Yeah.
You want to go? So this gig is, you can make up to $136,000 a year traveling the world and doing TikTok posts for Starbucks. The company announced it's hiring 2 global coffee creators, one internal and one external, to document the people, places, and culture behind Starbucks through immersive social media storytelling. The year-long roles include travel to as many as 15 Starbucks locations around the world. Include from Tokyo to Milan and to the brand's coffee farm in Costa Rica. According to the company, the job is all about showcasing, quote, the care and craft that goes into making every cup of Starbucks coffee. I'm like, dude, I said to Brett, I'm like, bro, this is you. This has got you written all over it. You like coffee?
This is Sandwich Brothers for coffee.
You want to get rid of your family, and you want to go make 6 figures. Easy breezy.
Family.
All you need to do is, listen, everybody needs a break from their family. Everybody does. We all do.
I don't know.
Just a little bit. Maybe not a full year. But I'm sure you're not on the road the entire year. You probably go and come back and go and come back. And go
I feel like
I
know myself. I would absolutely love. You know me. Monica has a million questions. I'd have all the questions for the cultures and for the different. I'd have all of that.
Right.
I don't want to go and travel all that way just to stay in a weird hotel just to ask these questions. Can I just ask them on Zoom or over the phone or something?
No, because it's all about being on the location and seeing how the culture interacts with the coffee.
How long
That's what the whole thing is. Well, listen, don't take the job. I'm just telling you what it is. It's not for you. I knew right away it wasn't for you because you don't want to change time zones.
No, and the flights have to be crazy. I'm driving all the way over there for 15 hours just to ask this person how they make their coffee. I'm out.
You're really dumbing it down a little bit. You know that, right?
That's how it feels. In my head, that's how I see it.
You have to be 18 years old, hold a valid passport, and be available to travel internationally from August 2025 through July 2026. There are no college or professional experience requirements. Instead, candidates must create a short TikTok explaining why they're the right fit for the gig. Use the hashtag Starbucks Global Coffee Creator and submit the video link with their official application.
This job advertise is good, and for people who want to do all of that, it's unbelievably awesome. But this job advertisement is like when the radio station does it, where they're like it's advertised, but we've already got a zillion people that we already know are way more qualified, and we're choosing from that crowd. I know they are, because there's a million influencers right now who they are definitely going to pluck. They're going to take the best of the best current influencers and say, okay, here. And some of them will say, okay.
My guess is, they're only looking for two people. Like I said, one internal, one external. But you're probably right. They probably have people that they've been following on TikTok 100%. That they might have pitched the gig to. But then you never know what, then all of a sudden maybe they're looking at some undrafted free agents that you never know. It could be,
I get it. Yeah, the people that are playing in the UFL right now, and they just need a little leg up, and they're 100%.
Good.
100%. They've proved themselves.
They're probably not looking for the UFL people, but you know what I'm saying. I got what you
UFL championship this Saturday, 8:00.
But for a lot of people, working for Starbucks is like working for the man, and it's a lot
Although
of that
Starbucks is kind of, they've veered more towards like the man, but they seem to have had a lot of really cool policies. Like I know someone who was dating a transgender, and that transgender was able to pay for a lot of things through the company or whatever. So they're progressive, but also they started leaning towards more of the man type of thing. But I feel like the overall vibe of Starbucks is pretty progressive.
Yeah, it's kind of progressive.
Yeah.
Agreed. So more with this, you get healthcare and wellness benefits.
Yeah.
Not sure what the wellness part is, but okay.
Like mental health and stuff.
Okay,
Physical
paid time
health.
off. Well, that covers under your healthcare.
But also like physical, like maybe a gym membership and
yeah, that's cool. Paid time off, access to education support via the Starbucks College Achievement Plan. They pay for college.
They do.
They pay for college. And travel coverage so they pay for all the travel, Delta and Marriott. So you're not staying in the
Marriott.
La Quinta Inn in, Shanghai.
I'll stay at a Marriott.
You're doing it right. I don't know. It's a pretty cool gig, man. If I was in my 20s, unmarried, and I gave a rat's ass about social media, did you guys see how bad of a job I did trying to do social media last week?
No, what?
With
I
the
missed
Metallica?
It. Wait.
Oh, my God. I posted a Metallica song, and it had a country song over the Metallica. Meanwhile, it was live video of them playing Creeping Death.
I missed it.
And somehow it had country music on top of it. And then I tried to delete it. And I didn't delete it, and I was getting people like, "Oh, why is when did Metallica go country?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
How hard is it to push a button and you don't even have
Monica,
to do any
what
of
do
the
you
accoutrement?
think? Do you think I purposely put country music over Metallica?
No, but I don't understand how you can't. You
Neither
don't have
do
to hit more than one button. All you literally have to do is hit the even if you wanted to go live or just the one button. You don't, and all the other stuff is extra buttons. So why would you push?
Well, he was trying to put Metallica over it, but he put the wrong song.
No.
He was recording it live.
It was video. It was video that I had recorded.
That's one.
Okay. And then I was
Single
trying
button.
to and then I was like, post. And then I put it up there with a bunch of other photos. And somehow,
you got cocky.
country music ended up on the Metallica video where they were playing live.
I really, truly wish I knew what you did so I could understand how that happened.
This is 100% user error.
We should.
But you could understand why I get a little bit frustrated when it comes to social media. I'm just too dumb. I'm just too old for it. Not old for it, but I'm just too don't care about it.
We need to make a bit out of this where we get you to post something and see how well you do.
Yeah,
we give you a task where like you got to put this with this song
I'm
in.
gonna need someone videoing you trying to do a social media post, because that is ooh, not to be rude and don't be. I'm not saying that, but with the gray hair, it would like add to the video of it all. It would be like, old man tries to work social media and can't do it.
Yeah, there's totally something there.
I don't know. John's logons, and it's when you go on and you try to do some stuff on social media and just fail horribly. That's
it. Could be. Yeah. It could just be JP's logon.
No,
nope.
John
John.
John's has a better ring to it.
You're really not letting that go.
Well, in this situation, it works. John's logons. See,
it kinda does.
JP's logons doesn't sound as cool.
Then you're not wrong.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give you that.
I'll take that.
I'll give you that. The what did I don't know where the what's a reel, what's what if I
a reel is a story on
something
Instagram. You know those stories? The reel is like the TikTok of Instagram, if you want to think of it that way. Like you know how
and that
on
goes
Facebook
in stories?
No, stories is separate. Stories and reels are two different things. You make your own story and you post it in your stories. You know those little circles all at the top of your IG?
Yeah,
those
that's my story.
Yes. Now
that's what
reels,
I tried to do, and it ended up as a post with country music on it. And then somehow it ended up on Facebook.
You started off wrong because it automatically, unless you if you have it rigged up, it will automatically post your reel from Instagram or story will automatically post on the stories on Facebook unless you uncheck the mark.
I'm just too dumb for this. I really am.
I don't think you're dumb. I think
I'm not cut out for it.
You're apathetic. Like you don't if you gave half an ounce, you're a smart man. You could do it. You just don't care.
I don't. But I tell you what, and I don't know if this is a good thing, but I think it was one of the reels that I posted or a story. I don't know what it was. One of them got 10,000, and they were like, "This is great. Promote this thing more," or something like that.
Was it impressions or was it views? Or
no, it was views. We got 10,000 views, which I have no idea if that's good, bad, or whatever it is. But the way they were flashing in front of my face, it was like I just won a trophy.
Who was flashing it in front of your face?
It was on Instagram. They kept sending me messages about it. This thing is climbing. It was like at 8,000 and it was at 9,000.
I think, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that's bad or whatever. I'm saying I think with Instagram, they're like they notice that you never post anything, and if you do, it never gets anything. So for anything to have a lot of likes, or they're like, holy crap, let's keep this going. They want you to keep doing more stuff. So they thought this account we thought was dead is seeing some life right now.
I guess so. I don't know, but that's what happened. So. Listen,
do you get on any? Do you? So, but you do. I know you watch reels. If nothing else, you know how to get on Instagram and watch reels.
Correct. To watch stories.
No, you send me reels. That. You send me reels.
I don't know what I send you.
Reels.
I don't. Okay. Fine.
You've never sent me a story. I don't even know if you can send a story.
I can send a story.
Okay.
I can. That's what I thought I was. Oh, whatever. I don't know what to tell you, Monica. I really don't. I'm not trying to be short. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
If there were a break it down, simplified, very, very beginner 101 class, would you sit down for that? That's a no. I want to, but no, it's not happening.
If it came, like if...
That's a no. Just say no.
I don't want to. I don't want to. Dude, I have to do the expense for my flight down for July. Mm-hmm. And JoJo sent me like step by step.
The pictures. She does a great job. I followed it.
And I go, this makes me twitch.
No, it's you can do it.
To the point where like I'd rather just eat the money.
No, it's not that. It's
really. I'm pathetic. I understand that. I do one thing good, and that's this. And, hopefully be a father. I like to think, or a husband. I like to think I do pretty well there, although not really feeling the love, especially with Father's Day right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. 1025 The Bone. Where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA summer sale.
Hi, yeah.
My family and I want our backyard to be a summer oasis.
Don't sweat it. Our summer deals are here to help. Save up to 50% off on select items. Plus, IKEA loyalty members can save an extra 10%.
Sign me up. You just saved my summer.
Visit us in store from 5/27 to 6/30 or at ikea-usa.com/summer sale for more details. Offer valid 5/27 to 6/30/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea-usa.com/summer sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota has an unbelievable 30-year anniversary sale. You buy one, you get one 30% off for replacement windows and patio doors. They are affordable, they are thorough, they are efficient and polite. You will love the work they do for you in beautifying your home. Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices, no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Tight on cash? Say less. McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Indulging your sweet tooth or craving something savory? Tired of the same old, same old? Pick from your favorites like a creamy vanilla cone for $1.50 or a small frappe like rich caramel or chocolatey mocha for just $3.50. Quick snack breaks to late night cravings and everything in between. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
It doesn't matter where in the world you are, when you eat McDonald's fries, you're home. Day or night, rain, shine, good day or bad, there's something about golden, crispy, medium fries that feels like everything is going to be okay. And now I can get them for free when I spend $1 on any order in the McDonald's app. A deal so good, might as well pair with a classic quarter pounder with cheese or the iconic Big Mac. Get a little taste of home with Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 7/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax.
Get ready for an unforgettable day on the greens. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic is happening Friday, June 28th at the legendary Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. Enjoy a full day of golf, ice-cold Budweiser, giveaways, and more. Each golfer scores a goodie bag, lunch from Abe's Place, dinner from Fresh Kitchen, and complimentary beverages all day. And don't miss the live auction and a jaw-dropping parachute jump by the SEAL team. Spots are filling fast. Register now at budgolfclassic.com. Play for a cause. Swing for a hero.
It's Suns Out, Guns Out this Saturday at All-American Gunslingers on US 19 in Newport Richey. Join me, a cat named Mo, and the Bone from noon to 2. Experience full-auto machine guns, cornhole, raffles, prizes, and Texas Roadhouse catering. Details at aagunslingers.com. Stakes and guns, America!
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA, and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Take advantage of the Employee Pricing Plus event at Cherry Home Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Save up to $15,000 on new 2025 models, and your first 3 payments are on us. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Tampa is Home Country. Online at cherryhome.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
I'm here with WeatherTight Mike, and I'm going to ask what everybody wants to know. What's the deal with the cookies? There's a little something extra in those cookies, right?
Cookies are made in your home. Cookies are made with love. When we sell and install WeatherTight windows, we do the same thing. We do it for your home. We do it with love, and we want to protect you and your family. So think of the cookies as representing your family, and that's what we're taking care of.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, taking care of your family. And when it comes to hurricanes, you don't want to mess around, especially in the Tampa Bay area. When you're looking for windows, replacement doors, you're looking for hurricane protection, you know who to go to. The #1 window store in the Tampa Bay area. I'm talking about WeatherTight Windows. Give WeatherTight Mike a call. Have him come out and give you an estimate. And rest easy knowing your home is protected with WeatherTight Windows during hurricane season. It's WeatherTight Windows. Tell him Mike Calta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Think you're not the suing type, but you aren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Is this Mike and the Mechanics?
Oh, what'd you say, Monica?
Who is this?
Genesis.
Yeah, I was going to say Mike and the Mechanics. It sounds very,
well,
that way.
You don't know Genesis when you hear it?
No.
Come on. Get your game up, Monica.
Not this song.
Get
No.
your game up.
I'm not ashamed to admit.
You really don't know the song? This is a big hit.
That's why I thought it was Mike and the I thought it was Stay If You Want to Stay. Go if you want to go.
One of those guys is in Mike. One of the Genesis guys
Yeah.
is Mike and the
Mike
Mechanics.
Rutherford, no?
Yeah, that a girl.
Hang on.
That a girl.
Hang on, I think we have a phone call. In fact, I know
Do we?
I know we have a phone call.
Is it sending?
Hang on, yeah. You want me to? I'm just gonna put them up. I'm gonna answer them, and it's gonna be live. I'm just gonna do live. There you go.
John, is that you, Mr. Senning?
I'm here.
Feel free to tell the story you just sent me via text and just drive it towards the two of them, please.
Well, I can't believe I haven't brought it up to specifically Diz yet, even though he's going to weaponize it. But I stand in solidarity with my brother because I am a lifelong John. My mom texted me 10 minutes ago and called me John. Anybody who I'm related to this day still refers to me as John since I was just a very small child. So
it hurts. Doesn't it hurt a little bit?
I don't know. There was a period of time when I was, probably mid-20s where I started thinking it was really cool. Like maybe I would lean into it. And then that kind of went away. So it's lost its luster, but I've heard it brought up a couple times, and I needed to let you know that I too am a John.
Are you a legal John, or are you a nickname John?
No, I'm a nickname John.
See,
I'm a straight up John. Wait, are you a legal John?
I'm a legal John.
That changes everything.
Oh, that's
His middle name is John, and his first name is John.
No, my first name is John. There is no middle name.
I thought it was your middle.
Dude, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of my license.
Is that a what's the inspiration? I'm sorry if I missed it.
The only thing, everybody's dead now for me to ask, but the only thing I can think of is that it was a Kennedy infatuation.
That was, the people used to tell me that all the time about how cool it was. I wasn't sure if that timeline added up. Wow, so it's John, a legal John. So is that John?
John.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because everybody always signs mine John as well. Wow,
See?
I feel like I've got stolen valor, John now.
I love how you went from I stand in solidarity to wait, what the hell? You got it legally? What kind of crazy family do you have?
I don't want to seem like I'm fronting. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to stand with him if I might not even have John street cred at this point.
No, you're in there. You're in there, but you know why? Because it's being used against your will.
Yeah, it will never, and I fought back against it probably in my early teens. It was just because, my mom would call me John in front of my friends, which, that doesn't go.
Would it have been worse if it was Johnny? I feel like Johnny is worse than John.
I think I've made peace with it. Yeah, I've made peace with it, but I think Johnny is cooler than John.
Oh, yeah?
And I say that as a John.
I'm in a world of hurt because I always just made it John J. Parisi, right? That's what I was on everything. Originally, that's what was on my driver's license. That is what's on my passport. And then we had to get those whatchamacallit things, those enhanced licenses now.
Oh, yeah.
And when one of the forms of ID they tell you to bring to a motor vehicle was your passport, if you had your driver's license, your passport, that whole thing. And they were like, no, this is not good enough. I go, what do you mean it's not good enough? I go, this passport can get me into every country on the planet. What do you mean it's not good enough for the New York State DMV? We need to know what the J is. So I had to go back and get my birth certificate, my original birth certificate with the raised seal, bring that back. Now my license says John on it. There was no way around it. But my passport says John J. So when my passport expires, I'm going to have a world of problems.
Dude, that's amazing. Can't you just tell them you identify as a John Jay and not as a John John?
I mean, in these days, anything is possible. But
oh man,
yeah. So my family hated me, and then on top of it, my aunt named my little cousin, who's 9 years younger than me. She named him John John. Like somehow she thought it was cool.
John John.
Huh?
Wow. I mean, I'd say lean into it. I mean, at this point, I mean, I kind of like it. Did you ever think about that being your name on the radio?
No.
Yeah, John, what do you think?
And every dude, when I see you, I'm belting you in the teeth.
You guys are John Quad when you're all together. Oh, actually, no.
John Squared. We really are. That's a lot of Johns. Well, I love it. I think it's endearing. I think it shows a little softer side of you. So I appreciate it.
You know what? If there is ever when I get canned on the Long Island show, maybe I'll start up again and I'll go as John John. I can't see me doing that though. I hate it so much. The only people who call me John John are Dizzy, Monica, and my cousins, because they think it's funny and they know it's torment.
Listen, I stand with John Senning. I think it makes you look soft, and that's why I call you it. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said it in a derogatory way. I meant it in a nice way. Like, I meant to shows the softer, loving side of JP.
It smooths the edges off. Yeah.
Right around like a marble. Great.
Can I comment on one other thing before you guys let me go?
Of course.
You guys were talking about social media, and I have to say, I often think and I idolize people like you, JP, who kind of push back on social media in radio, because it is in my soul to hate social media, and I feel like there's a pressure that we have to do it, and it probably could help us in a million different ways. But I love hearing people talk about their disdain for social media while still thriving in radio, because I think just because you want to be on the radio and you're good at radio and that's your path doesn't mean that you should have to be embedded in social media, even though maybe you do these days. So
right.
I just wanted to say, when I think of that, I go, these guys have been doing it forever and doing it well, and they don't care. So why should I?
And that's what I always go back to. How are the ratings? Okay, good.
Yeah,
everything's good. You guys are selling it. All right, cool. So we're good then. We're good.
Yeah,
and then at least as far as I don't care about growing my social media talent, numbers or whatever. I don't really care about it. And we always have somebody from the Bone, and I have somebody on the other station that does all the station stuff, right?
Yeah.
Dizzy every once in a while throws JP stuff, show stuff in there. The station does, so it's it's being taken care of. I don't.
And you got to play the game to a certain extent, and I'm not too stupid to not understand that it is part of it now. But at the end of the day, when you take this path in radio, I don't think it should automatically mean you are an Instagram influencer or an online influencer per se.
And now when you're trying to break into radio, they're like, oh, how many social media followers do you have?
Exactly.
Right.
But,
All right, thanks,
I
brother.
just wanted to comment on it. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.
I appreciate you, bro. Later. I say it all the time. I love that dude.
I know you do.
I do. That is the one that just most.
I love both my John Johns.
Do you?
Yeah.
John Quad was funny. Who came up with that one? Monica?
Funny.
That was you?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Why, thank you.
It hurts, though.
Well, here's the thing. And obviously John Senning felt differently. I felt like it could have been worse. You could have been Johnny. And to me, Johnny just kind of just seems like you're a little kid your whole life. But, I think unless you tell someone, and apparently told a lot of Tampa, then nobody would know that it's John John. That's the other thing. It's not like you go by it.
I bleed my soul for this station, for this job, Monica.
Drama. Okay.
I don't really have too many secrets.
Yeah.
Either do you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I definitely.
it's the truth. You don't have too many secrets anymore. I don't have any secrets.
And I wouldn't even classify them as secrets. My stuff is just like whatever you bring up that reminds me of something, and then it just happens to be like, oh, let me tell you that.
Yeah, and then you spew it out.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what happens. And when you don't have a filter, and then you realize those things you were keeping secret, the same people, so many people just connect to it.
Yeah.
And that's what they connect to. So no reason to keep secrets. Just be yourself.
Okay, John.
Go out there and let it rip. Shut, bitch.
Is it wrong if I'm weirded out? If you don't at least once a week call me bitch, then it just something's on. I feel like I want to call you. Everything okay?
Everything all right? All right, we got a lot more show to get to. We got, I guess, a little more than a half hour away. We'll get to Dead Guy in the Envelope.
And I threw a throwback photo of you up on the social.
You did?
Yeah. On the Bone, 1025 The Bone story. Go
You
take
just
a look.
did that?
Yeah. I just threw a throwback photo up of my boy, John.
Do I want to see it? Am I going to get angry?
No, you're not going to get angry.
Are you sure?
No, you'll laugh is what you'll do. It's funny.
You threw it up on the
story, on 1025 The Bone story.
Stories are the circles at the top, JP.
Right, but it's not coming up for me.
it is.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm telling you, the first one up there is my cousin Frank, and then it's
No,
Radio
on the
Running Girl.
1025 The Bone's not yours.
God, you don't.
Right, but wouldn't I follow 1025 The Bone? Wouldn't it come up?
Just I don't know what you're doing. I truly don't understand how you make things so complicated.
I'm not making it complicated. You said go to where the stories are, the circles.
Yes.
Now, if you just posted it and I follow 1025 The Bone, it should be one of the first circles. Yes or no?
Then explain to me why when he said that, I opened my Instagram, the very first circle which was next to mine, is 1025 The Bone. I opened it and I saw it. I did it all in the matter of not even 10 seconds. And for some reason,
I'm going to close out Instagram.
good God.
It's not difficult at all.
I am now going to relaunch it.
In less than 10 seconds, fewer than 10 seconds.
I understand. Okay, I just relaunched it. I'm screenshotting it, and I'm going to send it to you guys. I don't know why it's not there.
See, this is perfect. Log-ons with John. John log-ons, whatever. He sucks at social media.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
This is John trying to figure out how to watch a story on Instagram. Let's watch.
He's yelling at the phone at us at the same time.
Screenshotting for some reason. Yeah.
It should be the first thing.
Oh, my God. He knows how to screenshot, though.
Oh, okay, but no. It's in my messages, though. It's in my messages.
Because did you get tagged?
Because I got tagged.
Oh, my God.
You're a dick. We'll be right back. I hate you.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 1025 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, the Viva Mexico 250 is at 3 p.m. with coverage starting at 2. Live from Mexico City.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 1025 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on, and when your AC is on, your money is gone. Power companies love it, but Solar Bear says enough is enough. Stop renting your power from the power companies. Go solar now and own your power and get your first 12 months completely free. That's 0 power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is Florida's local solar expert, not some national chain. With over a decade of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're the name you can trust. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com and start saving before your next bill shows up.
People are loving what's happening now at IDC. Free financing till the year 2030.
That's right. Now for a limited time, you can get the lowest finance rates in America. 0% for 5 whole years on just about every piece of jewelry in our showroom. So you can get that $8,000 engagement ring and pay just $134 a month. Or that $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings, just $67 a month. International Diamond Center makes it happen with this incredible limited time offer. Just pick any item and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, even certified diamonds are included. Whether your budget is $2,000 or $200,000, this is the smartest way to buy. Hurry in to take advantage of this once-a-year event. 0% financing rates till 2030, store-wide, only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
Hey, it's Galvin for Arbor Wise Tree Service. Arbor Wise is a professional tree care company that is family-owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial, and they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. And it's not just some dudes cutting trees. They actually have several certified arborists on staff. No matter how big your job is, Arbor Wise Tree Service can take care of it. Now's the time to start prepping your property. Get your free estimate and consultation today. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
I can't apparently work my iPhone either. It's JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica and Dizzy, as always.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with me. Appreciate you. I saw this quote yesterday. We got Father's Day coming up on Sunday. And it hit me between the eyes. And I feel like I might be being a little bit too sensitive about it, which is always possible. The quote was, most dads will never get their flowers above ground.
Oh, jeez. Cue the violins.
Right.
Good God.
What do you mean, good God?
I mean, come on.
It's the truth. Here's what I can...
Right.
Be better dads.
Well, like a parade or something? What
I
do you
get
want?
mine every day. They say, hey, Daddy Diz, I love you. Good morning.
Because you're new. No. You're like a shiny new toy.
Yeah, you're
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or the other one just sucks so bad, so by comparison, they're like, you're a god.
All right, can we dial it back a little bit?
Their words, again, not mine.
They called you a god?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
It's Daddy Diz or God of Gareth.
That was a stretch right there.
Okay, well, their words, not mine.
Again.
But you were saying?
You're lying. I don't know. It just kind of jumped out of me. I think that's the truth. I think a lot of dudes don't get... I think a lot of good dads don't get their appreciation or don't get shown the appreciation that we deserve. For example, Mother's Day, my wife had to think about nothing. She had to think about zero.
Okay.
I went. I got a great gift. I made dinner reservations. I called her aunt and uncle, invited them along like I always do because that's like her second mother. And they also live on Long Island. Made the reservations. Everything was great. Mother's Day was fantastic. Yesterday, what do you want to do for Father's Day? I'm like, I'm not planning Father's Day. Get to work.
Ew.
Put some effort in.
Nice.
Make it a great day.
First of all, I feel like you...
I want to be pampered the way I made sure that you were pampered.
But that's the problem in my head.
Because I deserve it.
I feel like you did all that Mother's Day stuff so that you can get something on Father's Day.
No, I did all that Mother's Day stuff because it's the right thing to do, is to make her feel special and appreciated on Mother's Day. I make sure the kids go out and get their gifts and go out and get their cards and all that kind of crap. I don't do it for them.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm not saying post birth.
You had my side on this.
I'm not saying. Listen, I think they should do something or whatever. I don't think that you deserve a parade or everything that you think. It sounds like you're expecting.
I don't want a parade. I just don't want to have to plan it. I don't want to have to tell you.
Here's the problem with
what
that,
I
though.
want for Father's Day. I just want you to go, whatever it is that you guys do, and there's an effort behind it.
Can we acknowledge you are? You have issues with doing things. You don't like to do certain things. You think you might want to, but when it comes down to it, you're all stressed out about it. Like if I'm in that whole conversation, if I'm your kid or your wife or whatever, I'm thinking I want him to tell me and maybe let me know times and so I guess for a lack of a better word, planning it, because you deserve to be celebrated, and I want you to be happy here. I don't want to plan something like, I don't want to do that, and then you're doing it out of obligation, and you're miserable the whole time.
You know what I love to eat? You know I like to hang out around the house.
But I know you don't like to. Yeah, exactly. I know you don't like to go anywhere.
We can go hang out in the backyard as a family by the pool, and have a drink or.
But they might not think of that as luxury, like you think.
It doesn't have to be. I know you think I'm high maintenance, and maybe sometimes I am because I do enjoy some nice things. I'm not expecting them to dig into their pockets, which are essentially my pockets anyway.
But also the rigmarole that went down for Mother's Day, you in the backyard grilling, and you're the one who's probably having to grill, it doesn't equate. I understand what they're saying, like, let me do something for you, let me pamper you, but I don't want it just to be in the backyard and you grilling.
My wife rocks the grill. I have no worries about that.
Good for her.
She does. As a matter of fact, she'll push me out of the way every time, which I have no problem with.
But at the same time, you can understand how you just said about reservations and all of that. Hey, hang out in the backyard with us isn't on the same level. Now, you might be just as happy, but understand where they're coming from. And like, he did this for me. Backyard isn't the same, so I want to do something for him that is the same kind of.
Then they're overthinking it.
I feel like fathers
should know me better.
Fathers with their appreciation, for the most part, they're kind of the ones that they're the stern ones and have to lay down the law. So I feel like at the end of the day, the moms get the more love. In case in point, your wife, Nicole, was like, let's reimburse her. And you're like, no, don't do that. When it comes to Mother and Father's Day, who's going to get more of a gift? I think Mom.
Yeah, but, no, because they're high school kids making high school kid money. It's not like they go and dig and they're digging in deep. I just want them to hang.
Then tell them that. That's what I'm saying. Just say, what? There's nothing to plan. What do you want? What do you want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to hang out in the backyard, and I want both kids there too. Nicole, if you want to grill, whatever. But tell them that. Then they'll plan the rest. They'll get the food. She'll go grocery shopping. They aren't going to ask you to go grocery shopping. Whatever. All of that will happen
all the time, young lady.
I'm just saying, for Father's Day, she's not going to ask you to do that. The planning that you don't want to do, they will take care of if you just let them know that you're cool with just chilling in the backyard.
You're not missing my main point. I don't want to direct them.
Well, then now you're just being a girl. I want you to know without me having to tell you no. I hate that. Don't do that. Don't be that.
Don't tell me what to do.
You'll be better.
I'm entitled to my feelings.
You're better than that. Also,
really
for the record,
I'm really not better than that.
She carried for 9 months and then had to physically give birth. You had a nice release on a Saturday night or something, and that was your to make these kids. I'm saying to actually physically make them.
Incredible ammo.
Okay, and that's fine, but that's all you did, and you took pleasure in that. She had some pleasure, I'm sure, but then for 9 months of her life, she had to twice. 18 months of her life, she had to carry that, which is miserable with hemorrhoids and fat ankles and a million other things, and then both times shoot them out of her. So,
well, no, she had C-section.
Okay, worse. She had 2 major surgeries. Okay, bottom line is she might deserve a little more pampering.
I'm not saying she doesn't deserve more pampering.
Stop your
I just
bitching.
want to be considered. That's all.
I'm surprised you're not a father for Father's Day. You just want to be kind of left alone. Let me do my thing. Y'all stop annoying me for a day.
No, and I'll tell you why. I kind of was like that for a little while when things weren't so great.
Oh.
And then you quickly learn to appreciate everybody around you. Once you get
And your daughter's leaving.
and my daughter's leaving, and they're constantly running around doing their work stuff or sports or whatever it is. So it's not all the time where we get to be in the same place at the same time.
Odds that
That's
they
what's
will.
important to me.
Exactly. So odds that you vocalize this somehow, and you don't expect her to mind read, and then she says, "Oh, okay, absolutely, no problem. I'll handle it all." Odds that both kids are there for the entire afternoon or evening or whenever it's planned.
100%.
Oh, that's good then.
They're not crazy.
Then that's going to be a good Father's Day.
They're not insane.
Will they be on their phones?
Because I could be a vindictive prick. I don't know if you know that about me.
I know that part. I believe.
You know.
Or John? I don't believe it.
Yeah.
What will they be on their phones, or that's not allowed? No phones allowed.
No, I'm not going to make everybody just kind of hang out with. And
I mean, are there board games? Like, what do you see?
I just want some hang in the backyard.
Music,
maybe
food?
float around the pool, play some music, have some food. What?
Continue. I'm listening.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
I'll tell you when I'm done. When you're done. Sorry.
And just be together as a family. That's all I want.
I was laughing because Monica's asking if you're allowed to do all these things, and I imagine you setting up these rules like. Don't take this the wrong way. Like Nazi Germany. Like someone takes out their phone, you're like, 9. like that's what I picture. That's what I laugh. But I get it.
The only time I do that is during a meal. Okay. Whether we're home or we're out. If you take your phone out of the table, I'll kill you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the rules?
Mm-hmm.
It's
a very simple rule. I don't think it's too much. How long are we going to be at that table for? If we're out to dinner, max hour and a half.
Is there
Speaking
skulking?
of dinner, we just got some.
Yeah, JoJo just hand delivered some. Oh, yumminess.
What you guys got?
Well, it's a meeting. There's a theater meeting.
Some wings, salad, and pizza.
There's a big old slice of pizza that I think is actually
Thank you, girl.
white pizza, so I can eat it.
What's that like?
Thank you, JoJo.
Oh.
Hey, can you see this? Hold on. Are you looking?
Oh, you got a big salad there,
Look at
too?
that. I'm saying a few wings.
And some wings?
Looky, sucky, dookie.
Just before you eat it, just know that it's bathing suit season, so be careful.
Oh,
Yeah, we got the bone.
What happened?
We got the
Did I
bone
ruin that?
thing
Did I
coming up.
ruin that? I'm sorry.
I have been so good. So
Eat
good.
it. It's one slice of pizza. Shut up.
I'm not eating that. It's
Why not? There's
some
only
cardio.
6,000 calories in a slice of white pizza. What are you worried about?
I'm actually doing. I saw on TikTok the other day something that I've been doing forever, like since I was probably 20 years old. Whenever I want to try and lose a little bit of weight or something, it's
Finger
called,
down the throat.
No, I eat it whole. No, it's called the 3-bite rule. I didn't, and you guys mocked me for it. Like we talked about M&Ms one time. I'm like, I have 3. And like for something like this, I'll have 3 bites of pizza and then I'm done.
But there's 3 different items. So is it just you only get 3 bites or 3 bites of each item?
I'll have 3 bites of 3 bites of pizza. I'll have maybe 1 wing and then I'll have the whole salad because that's not bad.
I can finish the pizza in 3 bites. I could do this 3-bite thing too.
3 small, no, 3 so I do
3
have.
bites is one thing. 3 M&Ms is psychotic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How is
I
that
mean, they're
crazy?
both crazy to me, but
Because
3
what I do
M&Ms is absolutely crazy.
It's kind of like 6.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it's kind of like 6 because I bite them in half. So
Oh
I
my
have 3
God.
M&Ms and I bite
You
one in
bite
half.
an M&M in half?
Yeah, because it's pretty big. And so I'll bite that in
wait,
half.
Wait.
Pretty
What?
big.
I mean, you
An
know.
M&M?
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
not.
could carry like 50 in a hand at a time. What do you mean they're
No, I mean, like
pretty big?
look at plain M&Ms, right? They're smaller, and then the peanut M&Ms are definitely bigger, like
so you
3 times.
You bite through a peanut and chocolate and hope that it just breaks off evenly and then
No.
eat another side?
It usually, because I've been doing this forever, the M&M, I'll bite into it, and the top half of the shell will come off, and so then left is a whole peanut and half the shell. And
I don't
so
know
it's like
why I'm
6
still
bites.
surprised on a daily basis.
Just saying, that's how.
Oh my God.
But then I feel better once I eat. It's in the idea of the 3-bite rule is to you get what you want without like gorging, without having your mind is like, oh, that was good, and I got a taste of it.
Am I the only one who eats M&Ms like dice, like you're shaking dice?
Yeah,
Like
no,
you hold it in
100%.
your hand and then you're
Right.
like, okay.
And you know what else I eat like that? Believe it or not, is sunflower seeds.
Yeah, Skittles, anything that you could get a handful of, I eat like that.
But do you put more than one in your mouth at the same time?
It depends
I'll
what
put
it
a
is.
handful of sunflower seeds, and I chew the seeds. I eat the seeds.
Okay, I don't do that. You chew the seeds?
Okay, now
I
you
eat
just
the whole thing. Fiber, bro.
I don't think that's how it works.
I know
It is how it works. I've been doing it since I'm a kid. I'm still alive.
So salty.
Barely, but I'm still alive.
and crunchy
Mm-hmm.
and salty.
Yep.
Oh, man, that's weird. Is that a New York thing? Or just a
I don't-
John thing?
I don't know. Okay, enough. The horse is officially dead. You killed it. It's a me thing. I don't know. I've always done it though.
You can buy them without already shelled.
Boring. I like it. I like the texture. I like the little bit of a crunch. I'm not saying it's normal. I'm just saying it's what I do.
Okay, and listen, I
By
think
the way,
it's weird.
Girl who bites an M&M.
I know. I was gonna say. So
glass houses and stones and stuff. You know.
this is what I'm saying to you. So don't mock me for eating 3 M&Ms and biting them in half. So it's 6 when you eat the shells of nuts. That's glass houses.
No, it's completely different.
No,
it's completely different.
It is not. You're weird, and you know it. Not everybody does it.
I don't believe. I don't feel that way. I feel like there's other people. I don't know if there's other. You know what, Monica, we're both a little crazy. How's that?
And listen, and I embrace it. Listen, I know that I am not of the norm. I've seen people eat, and it's so weird to me, M&Ms like Garrett does, but that just seems like way too much chocolate all at once. It's
okay,
so
here's
much.
another question. And Monica, I know you don't eat too much candy, so I'll ask Diz. You mentioned Skittles.
Yeah.
Do you throw all the colors in your mouth at the same time, or are you like one of those weirdos that only eats the yellows together and the purples together and the reds together?
I mean, I say it feels like you're leading the witness, but if you wouldn't have asked me that, like a weirdo, all at once. What are you talking about? It's a fruit flavor. All
Me too.
through there,
Jelly beans are the same way. Drives my wife crazy.
Skittles, you got to separate them.
No.
Eat the purple and the red.
No.
I knew you were going to say that too. Jelly beans, I just take everything and chuck them in.
Yeah.
It's too much.
No
it's
problem.
too. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
So
and
you
God
eat
bless
blue
them.
M&Ms and then red M&Ms? Like, do you separate those?
I will take 3 out of the bag, and if there are all 3 different colors, then or like if there's 2.
You want to know what the difference between you, Monica, and me and JP are? We don't believe in segregation. How about that?
I separate. Segregation now, segregation forever.
We don't see
I don't
color.
see color.
Yeah.
I am not
Good
colorblind. I see all the color.
Yeah, but you know what it is too? With Skittles and with jelly beans, the colors are different flavors. With M&Ms, I don't believe they are.
No, it's just chocolate.
Yeah, but it's a pattern. I can't go against.
It's not just chocolate because you have the candy shell on the outside.
But it's okay, so it's candy, but it's just the taste is candy. It's not like
But red
blueberry
tastes the same
M&Ms.
as yellow, tastes
Yeah.
the same as blue, tastes the same as green.
Yeah.
But with Skittles, all the colors have a different flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with jelly beans, it's the same thing. God, we talk about dumb stuff.
Also, jelly beans. It's not 1922. I don't even know if they make jelly beans anymore. Like, what are even jelly beans? I don't know who eats.
Yeah,
them.
I don't want to be the one to say. I think the only time I might have 3 jelly beans is around Easter, and then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm good.
I don't even know.
But it's well known that I am a jelly bean snob.
Are you Jelly Belly?
Or those little Harry Potter ones that like you can taste
Definitely
like
not
grass.
the Harry Potter ones, no. But I am a Jolly Rancher jelly bean guy.
Oh, yeah,
I
those are kind
I
of
am
fire.
a Starburst
Oh,
jelly ring guy.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Somebody, a listener, sent me, I think it was Fruit Loop jelly beans. Those were a bust.
Oh no, really?
Those were a bust.
Didn't taste like the cereal.
But no, it tasted like aspartame. It tasted like chemicals. It wasn't.
I would like
it,
that.
it wasn't what I thought. What I was hoping it would be. But Starburst jelly beans and Jolly Rancher jelly beans are pretty high up. And as far as Jelly Bellies go, the problem with that is the flavors are there's way too many flavors.
No, but you take like Pringles. You take 3 different ones to make like a peach margarita. You know what I mean? Take a margarita one and a peach one and then a salty one. You know what I mean? Like you can take different ones.
And I can't tell you how many times I was fooled with a red one that ended up being cinnamon.
Yeah, that's not a cool.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the world doesn't need a cinnamon jelly bean jelly belly.
I like it.
I hate to break it to you.
Are you talking longer on purpose so our food gets cold?
No. Go ahead. Go eat. I'll break. No problem. Here you go. Here you go. Music. Go ahead.
I didn't know if you were just jealous and being a little spiteful.
Have that 600 calorie slice.
I'm not eating.
Enjoy
I'm
it.
having 3 bites. I told you.
Enjoy it.
Unlike you, I have discipline.
I can't have discipline with that sliced piece in front of my face. I'd be rubbing it in my face.
You can't eat. Could you take the 3 bites and then have no more?
Not unless I was full and I was just eating it because I was a glutton and it was in front of my face. If I was already full from something else,
No,
easy.
just it's your lunch. You're sitting down to lunch. You have a
No, I'm eating that whole bitch. That whole thing. I might even be putting the wings on top of it and eating it all together.
No.
Like that. Remember that? What was that hot dog thing I sent you the other day?
Oh yeah, it had the creepy spaghetti in it, but then at the end it was like cooked spaghetti
and a taco
shell. But the cooked spaghetti was around the hot dog, and I think maybe salsa on it. I don't know. It looked good.
Then they put salsa on it.
I would eat that.
It looked weird enough, but I figured it was right up your alley because it was a hot dog taco.
I would eat it.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
Carmen is pretty crazy, huh? you should see what she texts us. Yeah. By the way, I can't unsee that now. That text message is so weird. Like, I wanted to delete the whole group chat. I'm leaving the chat.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 102.5 The Bone app. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, get a free grill or smoker during Father's Day weekend when you purchase a new Toyota. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
A cat named Mo for All-American Gunslingers on US 19 in Newport Richey. Newport Richey's #1 gun range. Join us for the Suns Out, Guns Out event this Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be out there from noon to 2. You can check out the automatic machine guns for rental counter unlock with the purchase of ammo. Cornhole tournament, raffles, prize giveaway of a range card, a food truck, and catering by Texas Roadhouse. Go to aagunslingers.com for more info. Suns Out, Guns Out this Saturday, June 14th. Guns, stakes, rights, safety, freedom, All-American Gunslingers, America.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The bigger, better, faster summer event is on at Jerry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get deals on over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. Save up to $15,000 on new 2025 models, and your first 3 payments are on us. And don't forget to visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, groove to a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready where you always wanted it to be. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Visit watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Properties. Your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MEGA to get an extra 25 cents per gallon gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now it's JP.
Here we go, dude.
Are you ready?
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. 800-771-1025. We'll get to that guy in the envelope in a couple of minutes. Hour number 2 of the show brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. Did you guys see Ananda Lewis from MTV died yesterday?
Yeah, and I forgot about her until I saw her, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, did you guys, either one of you guys, you probably didn't, on Netflix, they have this series called, like, Trainwreck, and this was the one about I think it was Woodstock 99, where everything burned to the ground.
Yes, I watched that whole thing.
You watched it?
Yeah.
And she was a big part of it, and because they were broadcasting live, and she was talking about how scared she was because you could just tell something was brewing and things were getting really dark.
They had to run, right? Isn't that what she said? They had to run because the riots were just kind of coming towards the stage and past it.
Yeah, it wasn't even so much that it was riots; they were just starting fight. You know what happened is you had these people baking in the sun for days on end. You were charging them $15 or $20 for a bottle of water. The facilities were all busted, overflowing. All the hundreds, thousands of porta potties. Everything's overflowing and disgusting. And you have these people living in filth, and you're robbing them blind. They're all like high and drunk and dehydrated, and next thing you know, they just burnt the place to the ground. And she was in that interview, and I forgot how beautiful she was. She is a beautiful woman. A really, really beautiful woman.
She reminds me of, like, looks-wise, the girl from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
She does.
Tatiana Ali.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which one? Is that the older one or the
youngest?
One?
The youngest one.
A little bit.
When she got older and into her late teens, early 20s, they looked exactly alike.
Yeah. She died at 52 of breast cancer. That's brutal, man.
It really is.
That is brutal. Her sister put it out. She put out a statement basically saying, if one woman goes and gets her a mammogram because of this,
and it's crazy to see how they obviously showed old footage of her on MTV, and absolutely stunningly gorgeous. You're right, but then I think of, and obviously gone way too soon, 52, just way too soon. But then I think of the life she lived. It makes me get that, you only live once, life's short. It gets, live my life and do things I want to do because, stuff like this happens. And I look, and they were showing her, I'm like, I'm glad she got to do what she did.
Yeah.
And she got to, meet some cool people and go some cool places. And, that's, to me, that's what I focused on.
I've always been that way because my friends kept dying.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah.
My friends, but there was a period of time where my friends were like dropping like flies.
Which is crazy to me. Like, I don't know how you
I know.
stayed sane.
I know. But you also know, once you know somebody's got a drug problem and they don't want help and you've tried to help, you just know how the movie ends.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
That's sad.
Most of the time. So I'm not saying I'm not trying to sound like I'm cold to it or I don't care that they died or anything like that. That's not it at all. It's just that I just knew. You just
there's
knew
a path that person's down.
There's a chance that it's gonna go the way.
What do they say? Jail or dead?
Jail or dead.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the mafia. Jail or dead.
Really?
Jail or dead.
Why would
That was the whole
anybody
mafia lifestyle. You're gonna end up in jail. You end up dead. One or the other.
Except mafia is not an addiction. So, like, why am I voluntarily going into something where I'm either going to go to jail or die?
Because that's what they think their way out of. Why do people sell drugs in inner cities? It's they think it's their only option. That's what they're cut out to do. They don't know they have choices. That's a lot of that mafia stuff is because that's what they grew up around. That's all you saw.
Product of their environment.
It's all they knew.
That's a
drug dealers. A lot of times, it's all they know. It's all they see. It's all they grew up around.
And
Same
that's
thing.
why it's important to be exposed to different cultures and areas and not stay in one place, because otherwise you don't understand that there are a million options. You may think that's your only option because that's where you grew up and all you knew, but there's a million options.
Yeah, well, now it's a whole different ballgame because you have, in a lot of cases, tons more information. Back then, you had nothing. All you had was your friend, the neighborhood. That's all you had. You couldn't email somebody on the other side of the world and have an automatic response.
I think about that sometimes, where I grew up in a tiny town in Iowa, in the middle of America, where you could literally fit the entire population inside Amalie Arena and still have leftover seats. And it just blows my mind to think of it that way. And somehow, through life and some way and choices and opportunities and luck, and a lot of times, I'm sitting here in Tampa, Florida, and it's a weird, that's kind of goes back to the life is short thing, where it's like, how did I not just become a lifer? There's so many people that don't ever leave Fort Madison. You know what I mean? So many people that don't leave that area, or they might move 2 towns away, or the big city in Davenport. You know what I mean? Like, but there's
like me.
Well, yeah, except
like
at
me.
least you're in a bigger, like, Iowa, tiny
Right.
Fort Madison, Iowa. There's nothing there. There's not even a mall. There were 2 Hardys, no mall. You know what I mean? Like, it was just very limited. And
what was your graduating class?
Actually, bigger than you'd think. It was just, I think it was right at just under or just over 200.
That is bigger than I would think.
Yeah.
You make it sound like it's tiny.
Well, keep in mind, though, that Fort Madison was, quote unquote, the big city for all the rural kids. So this is from not just that town. This is everybody had to come in from all the gravel roads and farms and stuff and come in
to go to school every day.
Yeah, they had elementary school there. Then they'd bus into Fort Madison for junior high and high school.
Didn't you say like your student parking lot a lot of times was tractors and stuff?
You're allowed to drive a tractor. You're allowed to drive a tractor.
You're allowed to drive a
because
tractor.
That's what farmers had, and they didn't have a lot of money to get a car, but they had to get into town to go to school. So there would be, there might be a tractor or 2.
Tractor traffic? Was that a thing?
That was the worst, because they can only go so fast.
Yeah.
And then you're just stuck behind a tractor.
Just get out your car and walk past them. You're like, all right, that was it.
The scariest part was that gravel roads were 1 lane. Like literally one car and definitely one tractor can fit there. So if someone's coming in the opposite direction, you have to go, both of you have to kind of go off the side of the road.
No.
That was so scary.
I'm going to ask you a question. Honest answers only, please.
Uh-oh.
Did you ever give tractor head?
Never have I ever.
Lies.
I can't see. If for some reason I'm not getting a close up on you. Say something.
Never have I ever, and that's the truth.
Okay. Did you almost?
No. It was I didn't like that one singer. I did not find the tractor sexy at all.
Did you bang in a barn?
That might have definitely been a thing.
Nice.
That might have been a thing. I don't remember specific incidents, but I
hay?
can see that happening.
Oh yeah, hay sex.
What else is in a barn besides hay and animals? Like I'm not gonna. I mean,
manure.
Or else are we gonna do it?
Oh, it's got to stink like horse crap.
Yeah, but
you want to know what?
Whatever.
You get.
What?
You're not thinking about that when you're horny.
Did you get like hay, like pieces of hay in your ass crack?
No, none of that happened. Might have been a little dirty, but in Iowa, these things are just normal. Like it smells like pig crap so pungently everywhere. You can't, it's outside, obviously, so you can't get away from it. Like you're just gonna have to breathe in pig crap for the entire summer.
I would take
just the way
that
it is.
hay sex in a barn over beach sex. Beach sex sucks.
Oh,
Beach sex
I like some
sucks. I got bit by sand fleas.
Beach
I got
sex
bit by
sucks.
sand fleas one time so bad.
I'm just talking about the sand getting everywhere. That's just,
that too.
That's annoying.
Why do I like that? I like to wake up and there's sand in places that I forgot I even had. I enjoy the sand.
No.
I revel in the sand.
No.
You get up, you're shaking off your hoo-ha, and it's like a shoe when there's sand in it.
Yeah.
You're just knocking it.
Yeah.
But in that case, it's like pasty. Because God only knows what else is in there.
It's just mud.
It's made of paste. Why did it form a paste? Why is it pasty?
It's like chick goo, baby batter, and sand all rolled up into one.
You got low tide in your vagina. That's funny.
You put it in the, you put it in the oven for a little while. You got rocks.
You do it on the lifeguard tower thingy.
That's not the same though.
It's still at the beach. There's still waves.
No, but
crashing
I
in the
mean
background.
like if it's hay all on me and all that, or sand. Easy answer, hay.
The hay will wash off, but you're going to smell like a barn and like manure, and there's dirt. Like you not like the amount of dirt and dust and little tiny bugs and stuff that are there, and the hay hurts. By the way, it's like
Of course
stiff.
it does.
So it don't.
That's
it
what I'm
doesn't-
saying.
Yeah.
Hay in your ass crack.
That's why you get on top, JP.
Okay.
He can deal with that.
Hop on pop.
Yup. Oh man, why do we always have to talk about sex all the time?
Why? Because you're squirming a little bit.
I know. What are you gonna do?
Do you have, I think as Dizzy likes to call it, a sneaky link? Like if you go back to visit family in Iowa,
No.
do you have a guy that you can call?
No.
Really?
No.
You need to up your game.
No. Who am I banging in Iowa? No.
It's not you're looking out for it. It's just if you needed it, it's there.
No. Plus, when I'm on vacation, if I'm in Iowa, I'm with my family, and I want to see like my nieces and nephews and my cousins, and I'm not thinking sex.
I understand. I just didn't. It was just I didn't.
I wish I
think
had one in
The answer was
Buffalo.
going to be yes, but I was just curious.
I would have one in Buffalo if I did, because then it'd be like Bills game, drinking, banging. It would just be like a party atmosphere. That would be kind of fun.
Blow the dust off of Rocky Crotacci. Where's that guy?
We never banged. We were in 9th grade.
Maybe it's time.
Oh, he was so bow-legged. I don't know how that would work.
He was bow-legged?
Oh, so bow-legged.
God damn, your type is just ever evolving, huh?
I know.
Did you follow up for the Panthers game?
Huh? No, I did not. I forgot, actually. I completely forgot. I think it's going to be a no-go because I don't want the drama of my brother either. Monica came all the way here and didn't even say hi. But I also don't want to say hi. So, I think...
But yesterday you wanted to call him.
Yeah.
No,
You're something else, boy.
I am.
All I hear is excuses.
That's all
Only reason I wanted to call him yesterday was to be a buffer for this other guy. But now it's just none of it's worth it. It's too much.
All right, time for the Dead Dude in the Envelope, brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get a guaranteed offer. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Today, you have a guy you know from sports. Black dude you know from sports. I'll tell you this. He is not American born, but you probably won't know that. And he's, again, somebody you know from sports. Monifa.
Did he die over the age of 50?
No. He did not make it to 50.
But we know him from a top American sport. Do we? Sorry.
You know him from American sports, yeah.
One of the top ones, I'm saying.
The Big
You mean
Four?
one of the Big Four, yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. He's not from one of the big four sports.
Okay.
All right. 800-771-1025. Black dude, you know from sports, not one of the big four sports, did not make it to 50 years old. Now, your job is to call up with some yes or no questions and You get a yes, you go again, you get a no. We move on, put the clues together, figure out who the dead guy is, and we put Dizzy out of his misery, all right? 800-771-1025. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope on 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Chances are good that while you're listening to this, there are no named storms in the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Mexico. Now is the time to get your roof looked at and make sure it's going to protect you and your family. Universal Roof and Contracting will give you a free roof inspection. Just go to universalroof.com. They'll also give you 15% off roof replacement and repairs if you need them. They've been in business for 32 years. You can trust them. Universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA summer sale.
Hi, yeah. My family and I want our backyard to be a summer oasis.
Don't sweat it. Our summer deals are here to help. Save up to 50% off on select items. Plus, IKEA loyalty members can save an extra 10%.
Sign me up. You just saved my summer.
Visit us in store from 5/27 to 6/30 or at IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for more details. Offer valid 5/27 to 6/30/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put their Heinekens back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Get ready for an unforgettable day on the greens. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic is happening Friday, June 28th at the legendary Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. Enjoy a full day of golf, ice-cold Budweiser, giveaways, and more. Each golfer scores a goodie bag, lunch from Abe's Place, dinner from Fresh Kitchen, and complimentary beverages all day. And don't miss the live auction and a jaw-dropping parachute jump by the SEAL team. Spots are filling fast. Register now at budgolfclassic.com. Play for a cause. Swing for a hero.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
People are loving what's happening now at IDC. Free financing till the year 2030. That's right. Now for a limited time, you can get the lowest finance rates in America. 0% for 5 whole years on just about every piece of jewelry in our showroom. So you can get that $8,000 engagement ring and pay just $134 a month. Or that $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings, just $67 a month. International Diamond Center makes it happen with this incredible limited time offer. Just pick any item and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, even certified diamonds are included. Whether your budget is $2,000 or $200,000, this is the smartest way to buy. Hurry in to take advantage of this once-a-year event. 0% financing rates till 2030, store-wide, only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Hey, it's Galvin for Arbor Wise Tree Service. Arbor Wise is a professional tree care company that is family owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial, and they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. And it's not just some dudes cutting trees. They actually have several certified arborists on staff. No matter how big your job is, Arbor Wise Tree Service can take care of it. Now's the time to start prepping your property. Get your free estimate and consultation today. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
I'm just saying this guy, you guys see that Air India crash this morning?
Yeah.
The guy survived it.
Oh, get out. What? I didn't know that.
200 people on that plane. Thing went down like in a fiery ball
Immediately.
Doom, and one British passenger survived that flight.
What do you do?
Can you imagine?
Lone survivor. What psychological issues do you have now?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd get that survivor guilt thing on something like that.
You have to.
It's one
How do
thing-
you
well,
not?
it's one thing if like my house goes on fire and I feel like somewhere in my mind maybe I didn't do enough to save my family. You know, then I would have survivor's guilt. But a plane crash, everybody else died and I lived, I go play lotto.
Wow.
I go play the numbers, man. It's not my fault. I didn't cause the accident. But yeah, so that just happened. All right, dead guy in the envelope, 800-771-1025. You got a black dude you know from sports. It's not one of the big four sports, and he died under the age of 50. Let's go with Don on line one. Go, Don.
Hey there. Do you play tennis?
No. No. James on line two.
James gone.
James is gone. Kathy on line four.
Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. Did he play soccer?
No. He did not play soccer or football. John, line three.
Did he have an afro?
I mean, he was he, you know what? Was he even bald? I don't know. I don't think so. Who are you thinking?
I was thinking Arthur Ashe.
No. Somebody asked before if he played tennis. He didn't. It is not Arthur Ashe. Let me bring up a couple. See if I can do an image search on this guy and see if he had an afro or not. One hold, please. No, he definitely did not have an afro. All right, he was kind of bald. 800-771-1025. Again, he's not one of the big four sports. All right, and it was not tennis. Jeff on line two. Go, Jeff. Jeff gone. Bill, line six.
Hey, what's going on, man? Was he in the Olympics?
No, he was not He was not in the Olympics.
Is it a college sport?
No. Steve on line three.
Hey, did he ever bang JoJo on a cruise?
No. No, he's probably already dead. That would have been tough.
The timeline doesn't work. Yeah.
Timeline's not working out. No. Bobby, line two.
Hey, did he play basketball?
No, it's not one of the big fours, and it's not really a college sport either. So there. Matt, line one.
Yes, I know you said he didn't play for the Big Four, but did he have a tryout with the Miami Dolphins in 1997?
Interesting.
That is a good question. Hold on. I don't see anything about that, but who are you thinking?
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice is the dead guy in the envelope. There you go. I'm looking all over his Wikipedia page, and it doesn't say anything about the tryout with the Miami Dolphins, the tryout with the Miami Hurricanes. Professional boxing, mixed martial arts. What?
I said it's The Miami Dolphins. It's the first line in his career.
Yep, there it is. All right, I didn't even see it. I didn't. Well, yeah, no, it's there, but I didn't see.
You're not helping with your Instagram knowledge. This does not bode well.
What?
I feel like if you can't see that line, then I don't know how you think that you're going to do Instagram.
Monica, you go into the contents of his thing. It's career. Everything's mixed martial arts, boxing, MMA, bare knuckle fighting. Doesn't say anything about football on the left-hand side where I get all the bullet points. Anyway, Kimbo Slice, dead guy in the envelope. Yes, died at the age of 42, which is funny because they say that he died of congestive heart failure, but then during the autopsy, it says they found a massive mass on his liver.
Oh.
All right, what do I have left? I have Glass Animals at the Amp or Falling in Reverse.
I will take neither. It is my first time calling. Long time listener. Love the game, guys.
Thank you so much. Oh, you love the game? You like playing Dead Guy in the Envelope? Huh. Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's a
Because
plant.
nobody believes me that
That guy's a plant. Clearly, that's why you didn't take the Polaris. I get it.
They pay. He's been paid. But he clearly does because he called in just for that, like just for the ability to win. Just say, okay, yes, I won Dead Guy.
Probably. And let's be honest. The tickets aren't exactly lighting the world on fire.
I know.
You know? It's not like we had Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets. I guarantee you would have took them.
They can't all be Metallica.
I understand. I don't even know this Glass Animals band. I have no idea what that is. None. Do you, Monica?
I don't. No.
Diz?
No.
I mean, it's a quick
But
Google,
I only know
though.
great rock music bands.
Well, we don't know. They might be great, and they're unheard of right now.
You didn't know Genesis before.
That's true.
You didn't know Genesis?
No, she's talking to you.
Oh, I didn't recognize that
No,
song.
no, I'm talking to you, Diz.
I recognized it. She was the one who didn't
You
recognize
did not, you liar.
I did.
You
Genesis.
Repeating it clearly proves it.
Yeah, thank
There's
you.
no other evidence needed.
See, she's on my side now.
Oh, God. I remember watching his. I remember before he went into the MMA stuff, watching the videos.
Oh, yeah.
Our old producer, this kid, we used to call Matt the New Guy. He was.
Did you have a Matt the veteran or something?
I know. That sucks that he has to be known as the new guy the whole time.
You know what's funny? I just saw him. My son had a lacrosse game, and his son goes to a different school, but that school was playing like baseball. And I saw him when I went to go to one of my son's games, and I saw him, and he saw me, and I was like, "New guy, what's going on?"
Now you can't call him new guy. He's not even there anymore.
I know. I know.
I
but
wouldn't want to
did.
be known as new girl forever.
My buddy Ken almost beat his ass one day, boy. Oh, we were at the
new guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
my buddy. We were
Now we
out.
only know him as new guy.
New guy. Yeah, man, that's what he goes by. But yeah, he would. He started showing me the bare knuckle fights, like backyard
yeah.
fights this guy was doing.
Oh.
I was like, this guy's a monster.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys where like YouTube and stuff really made him gave him a chance at getting something he never would have got before. Because if those weren't on that, he would have just been doing those backyard knockouts and nothing would have came for it, you know?
And then he had to go and learn the UFC stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and go and learn how to really box.
Like a discipline.
Yeah.
But man, I like the fact that anybody was like, yeah, I'll take that fight.
Nope.
Crazy.
Against that
Pass.
dude?
Crazy.
It's like Mike Tyson in the 80s. Who's doing that? Why?
Yeah. Right.
Why are we? What is happening? You know you're going to lose. You're going to not only lose, you're going to get beat.
Bragging rights, because a lot of those guys just think like they got an ego in them. They go, I could take him.
No, you can't.
I know how to get him. No, you don't.
Because up until that point, they probably never lost a fight in their life.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, at what point in that fight, again, this is all in people's backyards and that kind of stuff. When the bell rings and it's like ding ding and everybody they go at it. At what point do you realize like, oh, this was a mistake?
I don't know how people don't run. Like, I just literally, I don't care if people think I'm a wuss. I'm running, and I'm probably going to be screaming. I don't know. There's no pride anymore.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be in there in the first place. These
I
guys
think
all
if I
think
had
they're
ego-
tough, and I think they take that one shot. They're like, oh, Lordy Lord.
Who wants to be?
Oh,
That's just,
Lordy Lord.
that's just pain. Take Kimbo Slice out of it. These people that are doing these fights, like they're signing up for pain. Like I would like to train to be able to take a lot of pain and to be able to inflict pain as well, but I will get hit. Like I will be in pain.
He dislodged a man's eye in one of those fights.
Oh my God, I don't.
Did he really?
It didn't pop out or nothing, but he definitely knocked it like where it shouldn't be.
You don't want to mess with my eye. Like, what?
There was Andrew Galata. That's right. There was a guy who famously, the guy had quit. He was in the ring with Tyson in 2000, and Tyson was like beating his ass, and the guy's like, "I quit," and he took off. He never came back. That was the end of it.
Not a problem.
He sells cars now. He's like, that was so dumb.
I don't know
Why
what
did
the
I fight?
hell he does. It says here, Andrew Galata was the boxer who famously quit during his fight against Mike Tyson in 2000. Galata's decision to quit stemmed from various factors, including a concussion, a fractured cheekbone, and a herniated disc sustained during the fight. Despite his corner's attempts to encourage him to continue, he's like, "Nah, I'm good." He refused to come out for the third round. I remember that. He just started shaking his head like,
This is dumb.
I ain't going out there. No way.
You have to respect that. Like I have no choice but to respect someone who's like, "Yep, it's I can't do this. It's above me."
Right.
Like I'm not gonna. I think you're more of a man to be able to do that than to say I'm just go in and take a beating just because I'm afraid to say I can't do this.
But it's not often boxers quit in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. Who quit in the middle of the? Oh, it was a Buffalo Bill and what was the Buccaneer who quit right in the middle of the game?
Oh, wasn't it AB?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah. That was the Buffalo Bill.
Didn't he like pull his he pulled his jersey off and took his shirt off in the middle of the whole thing? His pads, everything, started walking around with no shirt on.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Was that his last stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his last stop, right?
Yeah, he didn't. Who's taking him on after that? Yeah.
You left during a game. You think we want you here at our organization? No.
And he just got popped again for something a couple of weeks ago, didn't
He's
he?
always getting in trouble. That guy sucks.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Or maybe he needs help. Like, I don't know. Maybe he is, and it has nothing to do with his mental health.
But you know what? He embraces the whole idea of CTE.
Yeah.
Like he puts it in his Twitter posts and all that kind of stuff. Like he knows it.
He calls it CTESPN. Like it's like ESPN updates
right,
with the guy with CTE.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I'll give him that.
ESPN.
He's kind of funny sometimes.
It's funny.
I hate him, but that was good.
But then there's like the standoff with the cops and domestic violence stuff, and
no, he sucks as a human being.
You know, taking shots at Tom Brady during his divorce and like all that kind of just.
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady tried to get him help, got him onto the Bucs.
Let you bang his wife.
No,
right.
Brought you into his home. Let you do all that. That's how you repay me. You tell everyone.
He didn't bang his wife, did he?
No, I doubt it. No, I doubt it.
No, I can't. That doesn't strike me as a Tom and Giselle thing.
No.
I know Monica would love for that to be the case, but
ew, no. Ugh. Disgusting.
She's gorgeous. Giselle?
I mean, yeah, no, she's pretty. I'm saying him involved in anything sexual is just disgusting to me.
Who's your favorite male celebrity, like sexy wise? Who do you think is the sexiest male celebrity?
That's a good call. Like I'm thinking like a Mark Wahlberg, maybe.
So would you bang Mark Wahlberg?
That's me.
It's not
you.
That's my doppelganger.
It's not your doppelganger.
I'm telling you.
I don't know who
lied
lied
to
you, sir, but
it was before my hair went white.
Okay.
Would you bang Mark Wahlberg if he has like the Boogie Nights size thing?
Yes, please.
But Tom Brady gets to watch in the corner.
Don't harsh my gig here. Don't harsh my mellow.
Don't yuck my yum.
Don't. Yeah.
He's
don't
gonna yell play calls to Mark while he's doing it.
Shut up over there. I'm just gonna have to pass. Can I do mouth stuff? and he's not there.
Meet you halfway. I get it.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
No, I'm not.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6. Or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals. Only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, get a free grill or smoker during Father's Day weekend when you purchase a new Toyota. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun, Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Wait, you're leaving us? You're matching pajamas.
Matching silk pajamas, babe.
You discover Heineken and now you go out to watch live sports?
We were literally made to wrap you in luxury, to vibe, to recharge your soul.
And your weighted blanket is here.
It's like a blanket, but so weighted.
Don't listen to your PJs. Head to the game with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
There's a lot of great things happening in June at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. A $20,000 blackjack tournament. A $150,000 bonus time slot tournament. You could win a 2025 Mercedes CLE 300 in a drawing and $150,000 hot seat power winners. And new Unity members by Hard Rock receive a limited time t-shirt and up to $200 on us. Gambling, great restaurants like Suppresso and Council Oak, The Rez, and the Hard Rock Cafe. Stop in at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MEGA to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MEGA for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
The Bigger Pockets Podcast Network is your home for real estate investing.
So why real estate? We keep saying it, but the housing market is shifting more and more towards a buyer's market every week.
Guess what, folks? You can still buy real estate today.
You can buy a quality rental property today
And build an investment portfolio that cash flows monthly.
These are my favorite markets for cash flow.
And build wealth long term.
The world has changed, but the best way to invest in real estate hasn't.
Search for the Bigger Pockets Real Estate Show anywhere you listen to your podcasts.
102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now Back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Got a few minutes left before Setting comes in and takes over. You want to talk about some people doing the Lord's work?
Always.
These guys that are out hunting these Burmese pythons that are all over the Everglades.
Girl, it's story after story. There's one in this guy's car. There's 6,000 pounds. What is happening?
So as of 20, so they started doing this like system, I want to say back in 2013. They organized the first ever Florida Python Challenge. Mm-hmm. So, all these snake freaks go out there and they capture and kill these pythons. And then it started out that they would win some prize money, and then they were getting paid by the pound. It says as of 2025, they've removed more than 20 tons of pythons.
I mean, that's
from a 200 square mile area.
What is happening?
20 tons of snakes. They all need to die. And you see the way listen to the way they do it. The Conservancy, they do the hunt with the help of tagged male pythons. And the python, they use them as scouts to lead them to the females capable of laying all the eggs. That's really what they want to do. They want to kill all the females because they're just, all these things do is hump and make more little baby, gigantic, nightmare-inducing snakes.
That's the numbers are that's terrifying.
It's since 2013 they've removed more than 20 tons worth of pythons from the 200 square mile area it monitors after surpassing that threshold with the help of 6,300 pounds that were recorded in the most recent endeavor.
6,300 pounds.
That's not
snakes.
enough, though.
Does that scare you?
This should just be open season all year long.
Well, I mean,
it should never stop. No.
Also, I don't know that we need to kill them all. Like, why
all
are
of them?
No.
They all need to die. And any spider you find along the way that's got hair on it, kill that too.
There's ecosystems we're going to be messing up. And also, how did they get here? Like, why are there so many?
I can tell you exactly how they got here. For some reason, there were a whole bunch of Burmese pythons, not native to Florida, but they were being held in a warehouse in, where the hell was Hurricane? In Homestead. Remember when Hurricane Andrew came in and just turned Homestead, Florida into a pile of rubble?
I do.
Well, during that hurricane, there was a ton of these things apparently being housed in a warehouse. That warehouse disappeared, and it's right near the Everglades. These snakes just took to it and took off and started humping like rabbits. And next thing you know, they created their own self-sustaining population.
So it's not their fault. So why should they die?
Because they're horrific beings that need to just go. They don't make the world a better place.
Though. I mean,
they make the world a horrible place. Sorry.
I feel like they have to do something.
I don't make the rules.
They have to be eating mice or eating something that is helping the situation here, especially in Florida with all this, wetlands and all of that. They've got to be contributing somehow. Maybe we don't need that many, but they've got to be doing something.
I don't know, man. Did you ever see the size of these these mofos?
Yeah.
They're tremendous.
It's scary.
Click on the link that's in my click on the link that's in my prep, and you tell me they don't all need to die.
They don't need. Just because I don't like them and they freak me out and they're scary and they could kill me or whatever doesn't mean they need to die.
How many stories have we done about people like in, not so much in Florida, but in Thailand where they go out to do the farms and stuff like that, and all of a sudden mom didn't come home, and then they find a snake sitting there with a person-sized lump in its belly.
That's so creepy. That's
no
one
kidding,
of the creepiest.
Because think about the horror that went through that person's mind.
Oh my God, I can't.
Before they ended up in the gullet of the snake.
Because it doesn't happen quickly. He's got to swallow, but you can't get out of it. So the person is like, I'm.
They're not even starting to swallow until they already crushed it and killed it. Right? So
you're getting killed by a python.
This thing sneaks up behind you. You don't hear it. and then wraps itself around you, cracks your lungs.
At least I'm
You're
gone.
trying to scream. You can't make a sound. And then next thing you know.
Well, my lungs are crushed. I'm dead. I can't breathe.
Right, but think about the way you just died.
I know, and that's awful. But but they're pythons. I'm not mad at the python for being a python. I'm mad at me for being anywhere near something that would make the python do what it naturally does.
I hate to break it to you, Monica. Every time you go outside.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this Florida has been so, condos here and parking lot there and whatever, that where did the wildlife go? Like, what are they supposed to do? And it's not their fault.
Well, what's happening is, in a lot of cases, these snakes are endangering the animals that are from the area. Like, they're taking out the deer, they're taking out a whole bunch of stuff that normally
it's too many.
Wouldn't be killing them.
Can we pick them all up and the 6,300 pounds of them and then put them back from whence they came?
I don't care. Take them. You want to take them to Burma? Knock yourself out. You want to take them to Myanmar?
I feel like we can allocate some fundage for that. I feel like let's have a meeting and allocate some money to make sure that Florida, but we can't get rid of all of them. Oh, no, they're not indigenous here, right? Okay, yeah, get rid of all of them, but take them for where they can thrive and where they can be pythons without getting killed.
Have you guys ever seen the joy on the people that capture these things?
Yeah,
when they're turning them in and they're going to get paid by the pound?
Yeah, that's.
Did you ever see how happy those people are?
Yeah.
And those people, you knew who they were. Everybody's graduating class had that one kid that had the snakes and the turtles, like he was the reptile guy. You know what I'm saying?
The one guy, I don't remember, what was his, Zachary something or the other. He was a tiny kid and he was obsessed.
Vinny Fisk. That was mine. That was mine. And then I had my other buddy.
What was his last name?
My buddy Chris, that I still see all the time, that his brother had the snakes too. You want to see me eat a rabbit? No.
No, I don't want to see that.
As a matter of fact, I don't. You weirdo. And you should probably be in prison.
Would you, you're trained on how to do it and you have all the necessary tools and equipment or whatever it takes to capture python. Would you try to so that you can get the money? Like, would you go out there and hunt python?
No, but you know what I would do? And it probably wouldn't work.
$1,000
is like,
yeah, that's where I thought you were teeing up.
We're like, so trained.
What was it?
I thought you were gonna be like, you know what I could use $1,000.
No,
it felt like you were teeing up something like that.
I was so trained for that.
You ever see those guys that go on the wild boar hunts and they're like in helicopters and they're flying over? They're like taking the boars out from.
That's awful.
From helicopters.
Yeah,
like
if I thought I can do that without actually getting on ground level with these beasts.
That's such a wuss thing to do.
Yeah, that's cheating. That's a wuss.
Serpents. I don't care. Call it what you will.
Let me shoot it from far. Yeah. No.
I have zero shot. That's horrible.
Right up in their head.
No, you got to be boots on the ground when you do stuff like that.
Got to earn that.
Yeah. Stolen valor from shooting it from a plane.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah.
Wuss.
No,
that's a wuss way. You can at least admit that's a wuss way.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
You don't get as much money. You get half the money that the people that are boots on the ground.
You get a quarter.
A quarter. Yeah, that's fair. A quarter is fair. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You get a quarter. The guy who flew you gets a quarter because you're both.
That's true. Gotta
like
give him a cut. You understand cuts of it.
Yeah.
Speaking your language.
That's it for us today. Great show. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dizzy.
Thank you, JP. How come nobody ever thanks you?
It's back to our Father's Day conversation. Exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
That's why.
Too much?
We found out why we don't thank you.
Yeah, I take it back. Never mind.
Sendings in next with Dizzy. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Hope you join us. Have a great day. Bye.
I know why they hating on us, cause the sky's so fabulous. I'ma be real on us. Nobody got nothing on us.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
It makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
This Saturday, join the Myco Radio Show live from Sun Toyota on US 19 in Holiday from noon to 2 p.m. and get your summer grilling on. Every vehicle purchase comes with a free grill or smoker. Plus, you can win tons of prizes. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy, it's now. We'll see you there.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Yuck. It is getting hot fast, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioning, and trust me, you want to make sure your HVAC system is working perfectly before even more brutal heat hits. But if you need a new system and you didn't take advantage of Trane's rebate offers before, Climate Design has you covered. Get extended rebate offers now through the month of June and switch out that old, unreliable HVAC system with a brand new one. Earn rebates up to $1,300 off a new Trane system, and Climate Design will match it up to $2,600. Folks, that price cannot be beat in this Florida heat. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. You'll have peace of mind knowing your AC is in top working order before you need it. That is reassurance you can feel good about. Visit climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you sick and tired of working from home? Are you in a career that is boring you? Well, how about entering the world of aviation maintenance and being trained where you're getting your hands dirty on engines of jets and planes, things you could never fathom? Well, that's what happens at the NAA here in beautiful Clearwater. They're going to have you trained in just a few months and entering the workforce before you know it. The next class starts July 9th, so make that decision today and visit them at naa.edu.
When my wife and I got married after both graduating law school, we didn't have two nickels to rub together. Ultima had to give me her gas card just to drive home. We never could have imagined that one day we would have the largest injury firm in the world and $25 billion in money collected and counting. As good Catholics, we had 4 children fast. They all work in the firm today. Our family protecting yours. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, but our greatest gift was years away, grandchildren. Today we have 6 and counting. It's the greatest joy that we have ever experienced. I think about them all day long. Our family promises to protect your family should you need us. Call us. It's easy. Visit forthepeople.com and make sure you hug your grandchildren. God's final gift to us. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RADIO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RADIO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RADIO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mackin. Check it.
Times are changing.